Hey, it's Rich, the Louisiana hobby guy. Today I am working, or I'm going to show you and maybe give you a file that I've been working on for about a year or so. I know that sounds like a long time. It's been off and on, a few minutes here and there, and looking at it and saying, no, I don't quite like this, no, I don't quite like that. And here is the final version of this file. It is the astronomical, not a chart, but all the little charts for every sign are in there. And it's sort of like an astronomical chart. But for those people who, are what's your sign kind of people, maybe the 70-year-old hippies that are out there, and people that just love astrological signs. Well, this is what I've come up with. This is a completely original file. You won't find it anywhere else on the internet. And for those people who are my regular viewers, and you have your bell notification, you're subscribed, have the bell notification, you know when a new video comes out. I know who you guys are, and I appreciate that. And you're going to get this file, all the files that create this, for free. So I'm going to give you a link in the description with a coupon code for my store, engraveandcutfiles.com, where you can get this file for free. This is Sunday, the 15th of October, and I will have this coupon code will be good for Sunday and Monday. This video is going to launch at 5:30 a.m. and this coupon will be good all day Sunday, all day Monday, all the way up until midnight or 11 p.m. And you can get this file for free. I did this out of 6mm wood on the Lasermatic 20. I did get a nice clean cut on here without any burned edges because I ran it 2 passes. I slowed it down a little bit and I ran it 2 passes. I'm sorry, I speeded it up a little bit and I ran 2 passes so that I wouldn't get any charring on the edges. And I almost achieved that goal with this. It's pretty darn close, but there was no sanding or anything needed on it. But the only thing that I would do different, I'm not going to like hang this one up in my house or anything like that. This is the prototype. This is the very first one that I've done. But I did put a little alligator hook on the back, a hot glued one on there. I think I'll hang it on the wall in the shop. I don't want to waste the wood. And this was an hour-long project, so on the laser. So I think I'm just going to hang this up in the shop for now. But what I'm going to show you today is, and this isn't going to be a long video, I hope, but I'm going to show you in Lightburn what you're going to get this free file. And if you don't use Lightburn, don't worry, because I'm also giving away the SVG files. So whatever laser that you're using, I know probably 99% of the people that watch this channel are using Lightburn, but for that other maybe 1%, I've also put this into SVG files as well, so you can still do this project whether you use Lightburn or not. So let's jump over into Lightburn real quick. I'm going to show you all the files that you're going to get. You're going to get an art library. So I'll show you those files and I'll show you how to use them and a couple little tips and tricks. You ready? Let's go. Let's get started. So here you see I've got the art library right here, ZODIAC wheel, and in here I've got an 8-inch, a 12-inch, and a 16-inch version of this particular project. I'm also including a bottom if you're going to use, like, let's say 3mm wood or something like that. Just size it to whatever dimensions those are, and then I've got all of the parts in here as well. So all of the astrological signs, the zodiac signs, as well as the star chart for each one. And then I've got all of the pieces here, and you may think that this is a just a duplicated file. It's not. So this is all hand drawn, and I did that for a reason. So let's bring one of these out. Let's bring out the 8-inch into the workbench on Lightburn. And so here is the 8-inch file. The font in here is Arial. So I use the Arial font because that's compatible with every computer on the market. I would suggest that you use Algerian, and let me show you why. So let me select that again, pull this down, and let's go to Algerian. So now we've got Algerian. It is going to be slightly different size from the Arial font, and you'll see that the Arial font is going to come in at, let's see if we can get a hold of that. You know what, let me change the window view here to wireframe. That way we can grab the font. All right, there we go. The Arial font's going to come in at 4.78. So is the Algerian, but the 4.78 may be a little bit small, so I would probably just change this to 5. You'll see why I use the Algerian in a moment when I put this back into filled. There, I think that is a much nicer font for the star chart. It's completely up to you. You can use any font that you want. You can go buy, like, not similar files, but you can buy files like on Etsy where you can't edit any of the parts of it. This one is designed so that you can edit all of the parts of it. This is the way that I suggest with these layers over here. I've got this black layer on fill. I've got them all on fill and different speeds and powers. Ignore these speeds and powers here. I'm on a different computer than where I designed this. But you can change any of these if you wanted, like for instance the astrological signs. If you wanted those in line mode, you could do that. My goal here, which I failed at, which I'll get much better at in the next prototype, was to have 3 different shades of black and or shades of gray, excuse me. But what I wanted was I wanted the this black layer, I wanted it to be really dark. That's why I have these separated out into different layers. This layer here, I just wanted it to be a light gray color. And then this one here, I wanted somewhere in the middle. So you could just press Control and the letter A and put them all on the black layer if you wanted to, and you'd get a result like what I showed you in the beginning. That's not the result that I wanted, but you could get that result just by selecting everything and putting it on one layer. I'm going to continue my prototyping of this and get this down. Now I want to also show you that everything here is separate pieces. If we grab this, hang on one second, let me undo that. Let's go back into the wireframe view here. Remember, line mode is design mode. So if we were to grab any one of these and we can pull these off. Oops, I didn't mean to do that. All of these are going to be ungrouped because I just ungrouped everything. So, but all of these parts are removable. Yeah, let's not do that. Let's select everything and delete it. What I did was I put all of the parts right here in this file here. So if we come back into filled, you can see that everything is in here. Each one of these is completely grouped. So everything that's in these parts is grouped, and you can use them any way that you want. You can use them in another file if you wanted to. And this is the design image. And I really think this one, you know, is probably the best graphic in the whole project. But I wanted you to see something else as well, and that is I've designed this in a way where you can do anything that you want with it. And if you take a close look at this, you'll see that I didn't duplicate any of these. All of these are different. They're slightly different, but they're different. And you'll notice that if we go into node edit here, there's lots of nodes across the top here, but none on the sides. Well, I wanted straight sides for the most part. But every one of these is going to be different. Slightly different, but each one of them designed separately. And you see that one has an extra node right there. So, and now let's look at this one right here. See how that's perfectly straight with only one in the middle? Every one, and look down here, a couple of extra nodes there. Every one of these was designed separately. This whole thing here took a couple of hours to actually to design. And there was no duplicating in this. Everything here was done from scratch. So there are no perfect, well, I think this one was the only perfect circle right here. And the way you can tell is if I go into node mode, there'll only be 4 nodes on it. Yeah, see that? So this one here was, you know, a perfect circle. Everything else was hand drawn that you see on here. And the result is this right here. Now, the reason why I did this was so that, well, I can tell you what the reason was, because, you know, you're my regular supporters. Well, I can easily find this file on the internet and import it into my software and know that it's my file. So everything that I do seems to get copied, and people are selling it in an Etsy store within, you know, a week or two. So all of my designs, like all of my store designs, people are selling in Etsy stores. They make slight changes to it. They actually ruin the file so that it doesn't work on a laser anymore, and then they sell it, you know, for $2 in an Etsy store. I don't particularly get that, but anyway, so there is the file. So for those people that don't use Lightburn, you would have to, whatever software you're using, you just import one of the files. I'll import the 12-inch wheel. And you have to be careful now if you're using a different piece of software. Right now, it's okay, everything is selected, but the minute that I select off of it, you'll see that the SVG file is ungrouped. You have to be very careful because you will find that every piece here is a separate piece. Every single one here is ungrouped if you're using an SVG file. That's one thing you have to be careful of. Most people are going to use this art library over here, and well, that's probably the way to go, but you can use this with any computer. All right, folks, so that's it. That's the whole video. I tried to do my best to keep this one as short as I possibly could. You know, I'm trying to make a couple of videos because the Lightburn experience is coming up in 2 weeks, or actually it's coming up in a week from the day that this video launches. And so I'm pre-recording some of these videos and scheduling them. But if you want this file, you can get, if you're one of my regular viewers who they're subscribed, they have those bell notifications on, you're going to see this video first all day today, Sunday, and all day tomorrow, Monday, all the way up until 11 p.m. You're going to be able to use the coupon code that's down below in the description to get this file for free at my online store, engraveandcutfiles.com. So that's it for the video today. I hope you enjoyed it. Hurry up and run over there before Monday night at 11 p.m. and you'll get this file for free. And I hope you make it, and I hope you enjoy it. So I hope you enjoyed the video today as much as I enjoyed making it for you. And oh, as always, I want to thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.